Hi everyone, I'm Danielle Gamble, and I'm here to talk to you about how divorce affects children's future romantic relationships. I hope you enjoy. I personally chose this topic because my boyfriend's parents got divorced when he was 12 years old. I wanted to better understand how he viewed our relationship and what he wanted out of the future of us together. Why this should be investigated is because we need to learn how to break the cycle, break the divorce cycle. When a child comes from a divorced family, they're more likely to get divorced themselves, and so forth and so forth. It's just an ongoing cycle throughout generations. I use the social penetration theory for better understanding this topic, mainly because it focuses so much on self-disclosure, and self-disclosure is huge on relationship development. Which brings me to my first topic of research, which is self-disclosure. Self-disclosure plays a huge role in the growth of a relationship. And when one person is faster at self-disclosing than the other, it might be tough. One person might want to tell all these things right away, and the other person kind of holding back and not wanting to let all of their feelings and thoughts out right away. It might take a while from children that come from a divorced set of parents to want to talk about their childhood and what they have went through with a significant other. This stems from, well, the research shows that this stems from trust issues. A lot of kids that come from the divorced families have very bad trust issues, and they don't feel comfortable being vulnerable. They don't want to be vulnerable with someone else. So people need to understand that there's boundaries that you need to know that exist, and you want to cross those boundaries, but you need to know you got to go through layers of that person and know the right time it is to try and break down the other layer and get into the middle of that person. This leads to the long-term effects of parental divorce. When a child goes through their parents' divorce, it takes a long time to heal. It might never heal. And right away, they don't go out seeking a relationship, even just a friendship. But down the road, they don't even go seeking for a romantic relationship because they don't think they're personally worth it or it will be worth it. Because of the outcomes they have seen, they don't think that seeking a really romantic relationship will benefit them or have a good outcome in the long run. This then leads to the perceptions that these children do have on their romantic relationships. In one of the research articles that I had found, there was a test that was given out to a bunch of college students who had come actually from a family of multiple divorces and blended families. So step siblings, half siblings, and step parents. They were asked a question on how they now view love in general. The most common response was they don't believe in it. They don't believe in marriages. They don't believe in love itself because they think it just falls apart and it doesn't exist. They always are waiting for something to go wrong, is what most of the students had mentioned when they were writing their responses to these questions. When they're in a romantic relationship, they find themselves just waiting around for what's going to happen wrong or turn a wrong corner with their romantic partner. And then that leads into the whole cycle of them then getting into a marriage and that leading into divorce and so on and so forth. The divorce rate is higher than ever right now in the United States. And because it's what the children grew up seeing, they're so used to that just being their option. They're used to divorce being an escape and an easy out and an option when it's going wrong, that they can just do it because their parents have done it. That's where the divorce cycle goes ongoing. It's almost like it's in their genes even though it really isn't. That leads then to the final one, which is the quality of marital relationships, and that is how the parents' relationship was before the divorce happened. Was it good, bad? Were they yelling, swearing? And it depends on how those children had to live throughout and view a romantic relationship. Did they view the fighting every day? Did they view the putting down of one or the other in the relationship? And that then will jeopardize how the children will act in their future romantic relationships. It will jeopardize their success and stability in a relationship, and they won't know any better because that is what they have grown up with and experienced in their life. These are the references. This is where I found all of my articles and with the authors and what I had used. And thank you so much for your time.